Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning, good morning. Natty. Netherlands is in the house. Monday morning, just let us know where you are tuning in from, whether it's Trinidad or the US of the Caribbean. I see Netherlands in the house. Wonderful Monique, Jacqueline, Darcel. Hey, wonderful. Good to have you on. How was your weekend? Right. This weekend was my birthday. Had some awesome time. Right. So just let us know where you coming in from. All right, just give my shoulder.
Morning, everyone. Hope all is well. Ready to roll. Today's Monday. I hope you have your pen and your paper to take your notes because we're running, ready to run, ready to roll.
Right. Okay, just share the link probably on your page or invite a friend, tag a friend as you come on this morning because we're gonna continue with developing a success mentality. That's what I'm going to deal with this morning. I know last week Friday we already laid a platform concerning the box mentality.
Yeah.
All right, and I give you three sides. There's four sides to a box. That box had a window. So this morning I'm going to just give you the other side. Hey, victorious. Hey, wonderful blessings there, Jennifer, Nicola, Tracy. Just invite a friend, tag somebody, let us know. The morning breakfast brew is on with. Right, we brewing. Hey, I have some good news for you. Last night, the book. Yesterday, in fact, the book was uploaded. Right to Amazon.
Right.
So we have the hardback, the Kindle, all that stuff. All right.
Wow.
So by probably later on today, it's going to be approved. So it's going to be up and out. Okay. So
tell any name of the book as well, so they know what's coming.
All right. The name of the book is 4 Levels of Human Existence. Let me see if I have a cover here. 4 Levels of Human Existence. All right. That's the book cover. All right, for those of you on, this is the book. Was uploaded today on the Amazon. It's going to be ready probably by tomorrow, later on tonight. All right, 4 Levels of Human Existence. So we're going to be talking about this book because we're going to have a book launch going to be coming out, and we're going to do pre-orders for the book. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to be doing in a couple of weeks, we're going to be sharing snippets and discussing the book, how it can be helpful for you, the need to get the book. All right, I believe that every one of you, all right, everyone should get this book in their hand. We're going to try to get it into, because it's not just that's not biblical concept. It's both biblical and secular. So what I did, basically, we merged the two, all right, to put it together and put some principles. Is really, really powerful. All right, so you're going to be hearing some about this book and the book launch. All right, the book launch is going to be awesome.
That's like our party.
All right, folks. Wonderful. Good morning. So those of you, when we get into the book, we're going to be doing the pre-order. All right. So we're going to have a site where you can go and pre-order your book. And we want to hit this book. We want to at least 5,000 copies. We're going to be pushing over that 5,000 copies, and also we're going to be open to go into companies and just discuss and share some of the principles in this book. It's going to be really, this is going to be a game changer. All right, so let's get into our session this morning. Okay, just share the link on your page and invite somebody to come on. Let them know the morning breakfast brew is on with Ian and Keeshon. Okay, all right, so let's get it. So I give you I say 4 sides, but I give you 3 sides of the box mentality. All right. Remember, we are dealing with developing a success mentality, a mind. Right. So we want to deal with that. And I said to you, some of the restrictions that individuals find themselves in is dealing with these box mindset. Okay. So literally, when you see opportunity, opportunities, it's difficult for you to seize the opportunities because of these sides that I mentioned to you. The first one was unseen resources. Okay, so those of you taking note, that somebody could text it there, unseen resources. So when you see an opportunity, because you don't have the money to start the business, it costs you to not to make the move forward.
Yeah.
And one of the principles we apply here is that nothing happens unless you move. Nothing happens unless you speak. Okay, so that restriction with unseen resources becomes a block. So it causes you to be stick or it causes you to be stuck.
Yeah.
And a lot of individuals are that place. The next side of the box we mentioned to you was comfort zone. Okay, the comfort zone. So a lot of individuals are comfortable where they are, and we said that the comfort zone is your
broke zone.
Is your broke zone. Okay, that's what. Then the other side we talk about inferior complex, or you see yourself. Okay, that could be a restriction. It's a restriction. And then the next one that we I couldn't remember on Friday.
Yeah,
it's fear of failure.
That's a big one.
Yeah, fear of failure. Keeshon, have you ever dealt with individuals who
Definitely
find themselves in this predicament
all the time?
What it is? What some of the challenges? What it is you could share with?
Practically, there are many persons out there who they're afraid to fail. So most times in fear to fail, they never even start.
Ah, wow.
And I mean, I could also tell it too as well from a financial literacy standpoint, highlighting some of Kiyosaki's work.
Yeah.
Kiyosaki have been saying that school have been programming people to fear failure simply because when they get stuff wrong in school, they're chastised for it. So he's saying there's a whole group of persons who have been programmed from the school system to fear failure because failure is seen consciously and subconsciously to be something bad.
Wow.
Not understanding that when you start studying the principles of success, failure is a requirement on your road to have succce.
Wow.
A matter of fact, Napoleon Hill say, fail your way to success.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what you're literally saying, Keeshon, is that failing is part of the process.
Definitely.
So you're gonna fail.
You have to.
All right. Can we bring in a good book?
All the time.
All right. No, there's a scripture in the good book that says the steps of a good man is ordered by the Lord.
Correct.
Though he fall, though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down.
Yeah.
For the hands of the Lord will hold him up.
Wow.
Now hear the complexity in that text, the tension in that text. because remember it said the steps of a good man is ordered by God. So folks will think that because God is ordering your steps,
you're not gonna fail.
You're not gonna fail, you're not gonna fall.
Yeah.
But here the book says that the steps of a good man is ordered by God. Though he fall or though he fail, he shall not be utterly cast down because the hands of the Lord is holding him up. So
that's powerful.
God, the word said, you're going to fail, you're going to fall.
Yeah.
But don't be fearful.
Correct.
Fail, fall, fearful. All right. So you're going to fail, you're going to fall, but don't be fearful because the hands of God, you're going to be sustained.
Yeah.
Because there are some things that you will learn in the process. Yeah. And the only way you can learn those things is through the process. And falling and failing is part of it.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. So those of you who are dealing with that side of the box, it could be at your left side, it could be at your front side, it could be at your right side, it could be at the back side. Okay, whatever side you put one of the all right. So the fear of failure. So don't be afraid. Step out. So a lot of people are still in that what you call when people going to run when you're in the
set position.
Yeah, in that set position. A lot of folks are still there waiting. Okay, waiting until, for instance, like you have all the chips together.
Yeah.
So you want to have the right spot. You have to have all the money. You have to have the right people. You have to write everything, and then, guess what? Can I tell you something? think I should tell them this?
Tell them.
About 95% people are still waiting.
Yeah.
They're waiting on
somebody else.
They're waiting on the right pieces to come together.
Yeah.
Nothing happens unless you move.
Sure.
Okay, which means, let me just go deeper into this, which means that when you begin to step out, the right people will begin to show up.
Exactly.
Okay? Doors will begin to open, and there are some doors, oh God, there are some doors will not open until you move. Okay? You know, we often talk about doors, which speaks of opportunities and access.
Yeah.
All right? And I remember I did a series on this, on the types of doors.
Yeah, I remember. Okay. Talk about that.
Right. And I said, and if you check it, now there are different types of doors. So you have doors you can open manually. Mm-hmm. Listen, this somebody will learn something here, which means, so manual door need manual force.
Yeah.
Okay, so this door, you have to literally use your hand and open this door. It's not this door. If you stand by this door, it will not open. If you press a code, it's not going to open. You have to use manual force. So manual force open doors.
Yeah.
So there are some doors that you need to enter in. You will have to use your force, which means you have to do something. You will have to get up early.
No.
No. All right. You will have to, don't take no for an answer.
Correct.
Okay. So even though they say don't show up, you show up.
All the time.
If you say don't come, you come. You know, so you're using force, your force, determination, discipline. All these things are force, because that's the only how that door will open.
Yeah.
There's a next door, which means that when you go in the airport, mm-hmm. right? When you reach up, those doors open automatically. Because it deals with the sensor, your ray in your body. Mm-hmm. All right. So when you reach in the right proximity, this door will automatically open. So which means there are some doors, it don't need force, but you have to be in the right proximity
for it to open up.
For this to open. So if you are not there, it's not going to open.
It's not going to open.
Get there. Yeah, come to the meetings, come to the seminars, come to the sessions, because some doors will open for you. Just the fact that you are there.
Sure.
You didn't press any button. Nobody opened it for you, because this is a pre-programmed door.
Yeah.
But you got to show up for this door to open. And then there's the next door which you put your code.
Yeah.
These are coded door. Let's stop, because we're not talking about doors here. All right. So we deal with the four sides of the nights. Those of you who are on, just text, invite someone, just share the link on your page. Okay. Make sure you have your pen, take some notes, because some of what we're going to be sharing with you is really, really important. Okay. So I give you the four sides. Okay. Number one, let's say unseen resources. Number two, we say the comfort zone. Number three, inferior complex. And number four, I said to you, is a fear of failure. Okay. Now in the courses, we teach you now how to deal with these. All right. The mindset, these blocks. Okay. And what we mentioned to you also in the last session, we spoke about thinking outside the box is necessary for success. It's necessary for success. All right. So you have to deal with that. And then we spoke about thinking outside the box is necessary for success. We said success in business, success in business, in success in your career, school, or whatever, personal success. Thinking outside the box is necessary for success in any area of your life. All right. So you have to be developing an outside the box mentality.
Yeah.
Thinking outside the box. There's no box. All right. And we spoke about innovation solutions. My God, are the product of outside the box thinkers. So outside, we said outside the box thinkers. The thinkers are born. Are not born thinking creatively. Okay. They didn't born like that.
Yeah.
But at some point in time, they choose to break out the mold, the status quo. They choose to just be different.
Yeah.
Okay. So if 95 going to the right, the 5% going to the next side. Okay. So you're not following the crowd because you decide to do things different.
Observe the masses and go the opposite way.
Observe the masses. Yeah, we mentioned that last time. Okay. And you remember the definition I give you. Anyway, go back to the last session. Go back on the last session and look at it. Okay. So I give you 7 keys to developing the outside the box mentality. 7 keys. right? Because I need to develop a mentality to think outside the box, because normally I'm restricted because of my environment, because of life experiences, because of my upbringing. It literally shaped the framework of my mind. So I think I look at finance a certain way. I look at business a certain way. I look at career a certain way. And the way I'm looking at those things, it caused my life to be stuck, and it caused me to be trapped inside the box. Okay, so let's talk this morning, Keeshon, on discipline. A disciplined thought life of a superior performer.
Right.
Let me run it to you again. A disciplined thought life of a superior performer. Okay. Now, the ability to believe that there is a better way of doing things. Listening, all right? And sometimes this will have you literally, you will hear things that you never hear before. You will have to do things that you never did before. So you have to literally trust the process.
Yeah.
The ability to focus with intensity. Listen to this, okay? Focus with intensity without distraction.
Yeah, that's key.
Listen, okay? And this also comes in the part of being disciplined, consistency, right? Discipline. So you're not a reader. You hardly read, okay? So you start reading 15 minutes every morning.
Yeah.
Okay, just start read the newspaper, read something, just start reading, because you are not programmed like that. You're not disciplined to read, so you start somewhere. Okay, so the ability to focus with intensity without distraction. So when you hold a project, when you hold a desire, a dream desire, you're gonna stick with it. Okay, that's really important, really important. And then the ability to connect knowledge, all right, through random association. You want to touch a little bit on them?
Listening to that, actually.
All right. So Keeshon is in class this morning. Okay. So we are dealing with literally a disciplined thought life of a superior performer. Okay. And I said, I give you 3 points there. I said the ability to what? To believe that there's a better way of doing things. Okay. So you may be doing something now. Okay. And to you, you're comfortable, to you, that's the best. But always remember, there's a better way. There's always another level.
Yeah.
There's always another level. This is why you can't allow comfort zone to keep you stuck in a place. Because, and I remember we mentioned that we said, when you begin to experience things that you've never experienced before, you become comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, and you think that that's the ideal, but it's not the ideal. There's always another level.
Always.
Okay, if you never experienced 100,000 before, when you reach there, you think, oh, you arrive. You arrive at 100,000. You didn't reach. You arrived at 100.
That's a good message.
You didn't reach it. There's another level. There's something called 500,000. There's something called 1 million. There's something called 2 million. There's something called there's always another level.
Growth
increase. All right. So then we mentioned to you, we said the ability to focus with intensity, in fact, without distraction.
Yeah.
Without distraction, which means I hold the course.
Yeah.
And no matter what I'm going through, no matter what people say, with intensity, I'm holding this course. All right. How many of you, let's see what some of the folks are saying there. All right. What she said there? We learn from our mistakes. All right.
People's failures.
All right. That's true. That's true. Okay. Unseen resources. Okay. All right. Okay, Gardner. Wonderful. Then the third point we say the ability to connect knowledge through random association. All right. To collect knowledge through random association. That is critical, folks. I'm telling you. Just what I'm saying with you. Okay. Then the ability to avoid attachment to personal ideas and accept critical reviews.
That's a big one.
Woo!
That's a big one.
Folks, we are dropping some real stuff here. Are you getting this thing here? The ability to avoid attachment.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is critical, because sometimes you attach to a process, you attach to something, and let me just drop this here. It worked at a particular time.
Correct.
Okay. But for where you need to go for the next level, it's not going to work there anymore.
Yeah.
And sometimes we could find ourselves stuck with a process, with a procedure that worked for you at a particular time. It was, in other words, it was able to bring you to level, let's say level 50, but you need to go to a level 100.
Yeah.
And the procedure that you use to come to that level, although you love it, although it's good, I mean, it's not going to work.
What brought you here won't take you
there. What brought you here will not take you there. Somebody need to text that there. Somebody need to text you. Let's text that there. What brought you what?
Here won't take you there.
Oh my God. So the ability to avoid what? Attachment to personal ideas.
Yeah.
And sometimes, listen to me, sometimes your personal ideas, because it's not working.
Yeah.
It's not working. Look at the results. Look at the results. Sometimes the knowledge of at that level to look where you are, look at the results, okay? And accept critical reviews. So somebody they begin to review you, give you little ideas and things to go forward. Okay, you must be able to accept critical review.
Correct. I think, for example, what our sisters, me in that part is looking at the first level of fundamental attachment. So I remember one of my mentors sitting with me and telling me, Keeshon, you need to understand one, you are not your mind, you are not your name, you are not your body. And then when you ask yourself, who are you? And you understand, because these are all fundamental attachments that we have to ourselves. And when you could disassociate yourself or disattach yourself from your mind, disattach yourself from your body, disattach yourself from your name, and then start disattaching yourself from ideas and understanding that ideas are nothing more than information flowing from the source, which is God, through you for a particular reason, then you have a better chance of coming to terms with disassociating or disattaching yourself from anything, a matter of fact. And this is why they say don't get attached to success, and also don't get attached to failure. You can't have any level of attachment. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes, whether keeping an idea or relieving an idea. But it starts with the fundamental understanding that you are not your mind, you are not your body, and you are not your name. These are the first three fundamental attachments that we normally have.
Wow.
Yeah.
So detaching from those fundamentals is critical. Moving forward.
Correct.
All right, folks, you get it. Remember, these lives are up, so you could go back and listen, take your notes, share it. Just invite someone, let them know that the morning breakfast will be on with Ian and Keeshon. All right, the ability to relate past success tactics with unrelated to unrelated areas. So you want to make that connection, the ability to relate past success. Okay, so you look back to review past success, all right, to unrelated areas, all right, and then the ability to systematically approach creative problem solving. Woo! More. You know, I did an ebook on when we were in the pandemic on problem solving. Yeah, it was really, really powerful. We're gonna chat on it sometimes. I was
asked some questions.
You can go ahead. You can try it out. I mean.
Well, what was the fundamental message in it though? Like,
part of it is one of the quotes we used was, "He who solves problem get paid." That's what. Right? Okay. So you had to be a problem solver.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you solve one problem, it opens doors to a next, because on levels, problems wrapped up in problems, there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I was sharing some critical stuff, because when we went through the pandemic, there a lot of people were really frustrated, and a lot of businesses shut down, a lot of things that started just stopped. People lost job and all things. Okay, so there literally was a problem, but wrapped up in problem, there's a procedure, there are principles you could use, but wrapped up in that problem is a key to your next level.
Correct.
Okay, opportunities always come with problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the time.
So you're looking for an opportunity, bam, here comes a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And if you don't have understanding, you have that mindset, you're gonna when problem starts, you're gonna run from it.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you don't run to a problem. Okay. Literally, even with your whole journey, God wants to take you to another level. Bam, here comes a problem.
Yeah.
And you know the problem with this. Let me just share this. There are people who are praying and asking God to take me to another level, or I want a success. I want to succeed. I want to. And I said, He heard your prayer. Okay, bam. So He circumvents situations for you to. That's how He does things. Here we folks.
Give me a ticket.
Yeah.
And you can't identify it.
That's how God does things.
Yeah.
So the concept was problems are necessary. So you have to know how to deal with problems. All right. So we're gonna share some of it sometime. Okay. So the point we are making here also was the ability to what systematically approach creative problem solving. Okay, and these are principles as being an entrepreneur, because part of these principles is from the entrepreneur course I put together.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. So you must be able to solve problem and part of the process. Okay, approaching creative problem solving. Okay. Now, 5 steps to creative thinking and problem solving. Let's go into it this morning. All right. So 5 steps. So we're going to talk about 5 or 4 steps about to creative thinking and problem solving. You have to be able to think creatively. Okay, so let me give you these 4 steps here now. Number 1, the research step. Number 2, the recognition step. Number 3, the revisit step. And number 4, the revision step. Okay, these are 4 steps to creative thinking and problem solving. Okay, remember, he who solves problem get paid. Problems will come. Wrapped up in the problem, okay, is the key to your success. So you have to go through it. So those of you thinking, okay, and you see a lot of people when they approach things, they really approach it sometimes they don't want a problem.
Yeah.
Like we mentioned just now, you're gonna fall. Yeah. You're gonna fail. You fall forward, you fail forward, but you're gonna fall, you're gonna fail. But the thing is, what did you learn when you fall? Because it's teaching you something. Yeah. Okay, it's teaching you something for the next level. It's teaching you something for where you go. It's teaching you and it's preparing you also. Yeah. And that's how God chooses to do it. So let's look at the research step. Okay, this is an exploring step to explore, all right, of examining the situation. So this first research step, so you have an idea, you have a business idea, all right, you want to do some research. Okay, you're not just jumping in, you want to do research, you want to study other individuals who did the same business, some of their failures, some of their success. You read books and people who did the same business. The research step, you want to research. A lot of people, when they go into business, it's just a good idea, they're excited, but did you do your homework? Did you do your homework? Right? So explore step, examine the situation. So you're dealing with a problem, you want to be able to examine the situation. You want to respond, you don't want to react.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay? So these are principles for problem solving, but it's also principles for when you start in a business, when you're going into a business. Basic principles you got to use. All right? You want to, if you're dealing with a situation like that, a problem, okay, you want to be able to respond, you don't want to react. Okay? So you want to explore or examine the situation. Write down the problem or the objective as you see it. Okay, so this is, I know the key thing, you see the pen and the paper is critical. Okay, right. I know you have a lot of stuff in your head, but move it from your head and put it down on the pen and paper. The paper. So what it does, you literally know it changes your perspective. And that's one of the step in altering perspective. How you see a problem. So you move it from here and you put it down here.
Yeah.
Okay. Trust what I'm saying, folks. It looks different. When you move it from here and you put it on here.
Yeah.
Okay. So you write down the problem or objective as you see it. Now notice I say as you see it. Just as it is.
Yeah.
So you take it from here and you put it on the paper. Okay. Now remember, you're not writing how you want it to be, all that stuff. You're just taking it from here as you see it. If it's crazy, okay, it's crazy, this, that, you just jot it down as you see it. Then the next step now, you want to list at least 10 possibilities or solutions or approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, here these folks, we give you some real gems here. All right. You want to be able to write down at least 10 possibilities, solutions, okay, or approaches that you want to approach. Because what it and Keeshon listeners, what it does, it causes you down to begin to think. And you will be surprised how these ideas will begin to come. It's there, but you see, sometimes folks are literally lazy. Okay, to think that you want somebody to tell you what to do. Okay, So now this is where you coming into that place, because remember, you're developing a success mentality, and these are principles to cause you to develop. Okay, so you literally take any problem you have, okay, and do the research step first. Let's back it up again. Remember, the research step says what it says. It says what, right? You explore the step, examine the situation. Okay. The next one, you write it down, the problem, objective, write down the problem or the objective as you see it. Bam. Okay. Then the third step is you list at least 10 possibilities or 10 solutions or approaches.
Makes sense.
Okay. All right. And because you're getting your mind in that place. Then the next step with this, we're still in the research step. I hope you're taking some notes. You list successful others who you know who may have faced this type of situation.
Yeah.
Okay. So you list others who face the similar situation.
Yeah.
And you want to get in terms of how did they solve that problem. I'm helping somebody here.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. So I had a problem in this area of business. I wrote a book on it. I'll tell you about the problem. I'll tell you how I solved the problem. I'll share some principles. Get that book and read it.
Yeah.
Okay. You go up on the university at YouTube. All right. And you click on individuals who had similar problems.
Yeah.
And they share how they solve that problem.
Correct.
Okay. So you want to list successful others. And it could be about 4 or 5, but you just get that there. All right. Then the next step with that is research how each of them may have solved their situation. Yeah. Research. Mm-hmm. You see, Keeshon, solving problem is not a walk in the park. Eh? This is why you have individuals who are versed and experts in problem solving.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. This is why I have few people who get paid at that level. Because he who solves problem get paid. So you want to know that this is something you got to know. Your business is solving a problem. All right, it's helping other people. It's solving a problem. You're in a company, you're working. There's a problem that was created. Nobody could solve the problem. Okay, and bam, you went to bed at night, and God invaded your dream and gave you the solution for that problem. That idea jump into your mind. You're a problem solver. Okay, right on your job. So don't think it's just in the area of business. Right in your job there. Something is going on. Nobody has the solution. They can't find. Bam, you come up with the idea. You solve that problem. Guess what? Your pay is supposed to go to another level. Another level. All right? Because this is what business is all about. Solving problems.
Sure.
Be a problem solver. So you have to learn now how to solve problems. So some of these principles I'm sharing with you in terms of the research step. That's the first area. All right? So we said research others. All right, that may have solved a similar situation. Make a list. Remember, I tell you about the pen, the book. Write this down. It's going to take some time. Then you challenge known assumptions. Okay. Challenge known assumptions.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
That's key. What to tell me then?
I'm listening there. As you rightfully say on the previous point. I remember again one of my mentors. He always highlighted to me that there's nothing new under the sun. And for every situation that you're gonna face, somebody faced it prior. And he also mentioned looking at the good book, because he was highlighting that all great men are examples of a problem solving at the highest level and the highest degree in the Bible. So yeah, just reiterating them points. Yeah.
You heard, folks. Now, then the next step. Now you revise your 10 possibilities.
All right. Yes.
All right. 10 possibilities. So there may at least, you might come up with about 15, but you want about 10 revise.
Yeah.
Okay. The 10 possibilities on your list. This is the research aspect of your problem solving. All right. The next step in the problem solving is recognition step.
Okay.
So you have the review or the research step. Then you want the recognition step. Now, this is where we talk about the subconscious operation, which work together to awaken you to available resources, all right, and related matters that have been noticed. So things that you notice, okay, it awakens your subconscious to ideas and solutions, Okay, so you start to notice things that you were not noticing before. Okay, so you're putting your mind, yourself in a frame of mind to solve this problem. Because remember, the nature with most people is that they run from problems. That's it. Or you take your problems to somebody else.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah. Oh, this, and you throw up your hand, it's there. You know, we can talk about a good book.
Yeah.
And you know Joseph.
Yeah.
When he was in prison in Egypt, all right, there was a famine in Egypt. And not just in Egypt, in the whole world there was a famine.
Yeah.
All right, so which means food was scarce. And Joseph is in prison. Pharaoh, the king, got a dream. And nobody could interpret the dream. You have to tell him the dream, you have to interpret the dream. And Joseph is gifted in interpreting dreams. He's going to solve this problem. That's the thing with Joseph. He was a problem solver. He solved a problem. Let me just touch this. He solved a problem. He interpreted a dream, solved a problem, and created a job opportunity that only he could fit the job.
Correct. There was a space that didn't exist.
Didn't exist before. Okay? So look at that. Somebody who was in prison went to bed one night in prison and get up the next day in the palace. One night. So your life could change.
Correct.
Okay? Solve problems. Problems will not come. Problems are opportunities. They are opportunity. And you have to see it as an opportunity when it presents itself. So you have to say, this is an opportunity for me to go to the next level. When he solved that problem, everything was placed in his hand.
Yeah.
Here the king changed his name. And for those of you who are into the good book, all right, let me give you this. You know, we have to talk about a good book. All right. Pharaoh changed his name. Okay. This how this was so critical. There's a word called Zapapania.
Yeah.
It means God has come down to us. So they saw Joseph as a God. Yeah. All right. And everything was put in his hand. And here what Pharaoh said, no hand or foot could move but by Joseph. No hand or foot could move. In other words, hand is work, foot is progress. Listen, folks. Your hand speaks of work, your feet or your foot speaks of progress. Which means he said no one could do anything or no one could make any progress unless Joseph speak.
Wow. That's powerful.
Why? Because he solved a problem. All right. The obstacle that you're dealing with in your business is a problem that needs to be solved. All right. So you need to get hold of some of these principles. So the next step in the recognition step is that an aha moment is getting closer.
Yeah.
You know, aha. Wow. It's like when you find oil. Okay, that moment is getting closer, which means that the solution, the answer to the problem. All right. Then the next step we say write creative thoughts and resources down. Write creative thoughts. So the thoughts that are coming, write them down. Don't just keep it here.
Yeah.
Because in the problem solving process, ideas and insights and concepts is going to come. It's going to come. The thoughts is going to come. Don't take it for granted and say no. Because the minute you have a problem, ideas start coming because you are confronted with a problem that will bring out the creativity inside of you, the untapped potential. That's what it was designed for. Literally, and I'm saying this, literally, Keeshon, when you are faced with problem, it's to bring all those things inside of you. But most of the time, people, when you have a problem, you palm it off on somebody else. You
Hola, it's a hot potato.
and we move with the mindset. We said, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's not bad. You don't know what to do. Okay, you start there, but you're not going to stay there. So I don't know what to do. All right, let me take a drive. Let me just quiet myself. Let me do some meditation. Let me clear my mind, so my thoughts. All right, and then you begin to look at the problem, look at the situation, write it down as it is. All right, creative thoughts. Write the creative thoughts and resources down. So the creative thoughts is going to come, but then resources to help fix the problem. Those things are going to come also.
Yes, follow.
And it comes in people.
Yeah.
All right, it comes probably in a book. It come. You look for it. It's gonna come. You might just be dealing with that, and then you say, okay, let me just go in the mall or somewhere, and bam, you meet somebody, and you say, hey, I'm dealing with this thing, but hey, no, I have this is what we did. Come, problem solved. All right. The law of attraction kick in. You start to meet the right set of people. Okay, nothing happens unless you move.
How you explain the law of attraction sitting in the seat that you sit in being a pastor?
you know, it's strange because this morning I'm coming down. I'm coming down this morning. I'm listening. Think and Grow Rich. Yeah. I'm listening, and you know, and the audiobook on Think and Grow Rich. Right. And now here you come and you ask me the law of attraction. Now, when you for real, now when you understand laws, all right, how laws work, principles could change, but laws cannot change. Sure. All right. And when, for instance, now from my position, as you know, we always go into the good book. Mm-hmm. Everything was created. God set laws in place. Yeah. All right. The law of attraction. Okay. There are different laws that keeps the universe and the multi-universe in place. Mm-hmm. So God don't have to come back to do anything. All right. There's the law of gravity. All right. How a plane gets off the ground, laws. These are things in place. So when you tap into it, it breaks from one law to another law. Okay. The law. Okay. So I really believe that that's how God structured things in the Word of God. And you go back into Genesis. All right. There's a if you go into, which is something I don't want to get into here, but if you're going to the name of God, all right, his name, I am. Yeah. Okay. I am, everything that follows after I am. This is why he says, don't say you're weak and don't say you're poor. He said, let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich. Sure. Okay. Why? Because something is gravitated, attract to you when you say certain things. It's a law. Yeah. You know, folks don't like to get into this from that aspect. Okay. But it's literally a law. It's the law. So his name carries the frequency, okay, that cause things to happen. The name of God. Yeah. So he said in this Bible, the word says, let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I'm rich. Now, the fact of the matter, Keeshon, the weak is weak and the poor is poor. Yeah. But he's saying, I know you're poor, but don't say it. Correct. Because something happens in the universe. When it comes out your mouth. When it comes, when you say it. The law of attraction, there are things that have been attracted to you when you say certain things. And when you say I am that is my name. Yahweh. Okay? My name. Now there's a lot to get into that, but I just share a snippet. So everything. So you said, don't say I'm weak, say I'm strong. Because the minute you say I am, then your frequency goes out in the universe. And everything that is attached that comes after begins to follow you. Yeah. So if you say, like, for instance, a parent will say to the child, you're stupid. Then the minute you say that, everything that is stupid attach itself to stupid, begin to attach itself to your son or your children. Okay, so when you see you start to see your child acting stupid. So you said, if you're weak, don't say you're weak. All right. If you're poor, don't say you're poor. Now somebody said this. So Doc, so you're telling me the Bible is saying to lie. It's in the book. Yeah. Okay. So he said it. Literally, don't say it because of the law of attraction. So that's that question you asked me about the law of attraction. It carries, his name carries that, the I am, because anything follows, anything, when you say I am, anything after follow. So I am rich. I am successful. I am the head. I'm not the tail. I am. Okay. So that's part in the whole confession, the positive in confession and all that stuff. And you see where again you come back. A lot of those concepts, and from a secular perspective, it's embedded in the Word of God. Correct. It's embedded in the Word of God. All right. So let's go again with this. All right. So the recognition step. Then you have what we call the revisit step. Okay. The revisit step, this is the second level of intense focus on possibilities in meditation. All right. This is what you want to revisit the procedure. Walking through the possibility, the options in your mind. Okay. Consult with caring, creative others. Get constructive criticism of ideas. Hear these points, folks, in the revisit step. Okay. This is the second level of the intense focus on possibilities in meditation. So you want to get a quiet place, you want to sit and you want to review, you want to revisit the procedure step by step in your mind. Okay? Walk through each possibility option in your mind. All right? This is why meditation is important. This is why stilling yourself, quieting. Some of us, you're too busy, not just doing things physical, but your mind too busy in your mind. Your body get rest, but your mind not sleeping at all. So you sleep 8 hours, but you get up still tired because your mind keep working, and you need to slow that down. So meditation comes in here. All right, I'm telling you this. You will be surprised, Keeshon, to the thoughts and the things that will come to you when you begin to meditate, when you begin to slow down, when you begin to revisit, and when you begin to review in your mind the procedure. Try it. Okay, you're dealing with a situation, sit down and just go it over in your mind. Somebody come and tell you something critical and you get upset. Relax yourself. Go and go to Starbucks or something and relax and take a coffee. And just pause and go over the whole situation in your mind. All right, go over the whole process. And then you can begin to see, when you begin to break it down, you begin to see, because if you don't do that, you find people now, they respond. They react. All right. And when you react, you do things that you don't want to do. You say things that you don't want to say. All right. And you literally now, you get upset. Because when everything calms down now, you begin to see different. You begin to review things different. All right. So don't react, respond. So walk through each possibility options, I will say, in your mind. Then consult caring, creative others. Now I'm using some keywords here. Consult caring, creative others. Some people consult crazy, confusing others. You consult caring, creative others. Okay, get constructive criticism of ideas.
That's a big one.
Okay, which means the individuals who are talking to you, you have to have the right people around you. You have to have the right individuals around you. There's always, and I'll tell you this, you remember, I think I shared with you the designated and the distance. Okay, you have designated people around you, and then you have distance people around you. In this journey, structuring a team, a group around you, people who know who's speaking to your life, I'm telling you that not everyone is designed, all right, or carries what it takes to speak into you. Don't give any and everyone opportunity to speak into your mind or to live into your mind for free, rent your mind for free. Don't give that opportunity. All right, choose wisely. Consult caring, creative others. Who are the caring, creative others in your circle around you? Okay, who are those individuals around you? You have that you have a problem and you begin to go through the process. You begin to talk to them. You begin to share with them. You begin to consult with them. All right. Sometimes this kind of consulting, you may have to pay for it. Because sad thing, may have no one in your circle
on that level
that is caring, creative, and concerned. All right, because not everybody wants to see you succeed. Okay, they may want it with their mouth, but their heart is far from that. Okay, just begin to prosper. Just begin to make progress. Something in your circle, and watch the attitude and the behavior of individuals. It's change because people don't mind. All of us in the barrel to the bottom together. All of us, we come and be there. But the minute you decide, the place where I'm living, I don't want to live here again. Come on. I don't want to live here again. The things I'm doing, I don't want to do it again. I don't want to, it's better for me. You're going to see conflict. All right. So that's revisit the step. Then the last point is the revision step. The revision step. Now, this is a step which begins to narrow your focus even more. Revision. Because now you're pulling out the integral concept that you want to apply.
Yeah.
Because remember, it's a procedure, so it's going to boil down. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this, folks, because I want you to get you thinking, because we are talking about developing a success mentality, and you have to understand that you are a problem solver. He who solves problem get paid. Okay? And there are problems on your road to success. There are problems. Remember, we said you're going to fall, you're going to fail. And sometimes the falling and failing literally is a problem that you meet, cause people to fall. But you don't stay down. You have to be able to solve that problem. So this revision step here, now you want to revise. This step begins to narrow your focus even the more. All right, activity. Ask tough questions in the revision step. Ask tough questions. What are you really trying to accomplish? Okay. What other assumptions have recently surfaced? What would the desired outcome look like? Ask yourself these questions and write it down. Because remember, when you ask the questions, it causes you to think. Yeah. It stretches your mind. You begin to think. Oh, no, folks, I know that some of these principles, it's something like, wow, because this is where the rubber meets the road. Because the journey to success is not a walk in the park. It's not. Although when you watch at the end, it looks glamorous.
It looks like that. Yeah.
It looks nice. You see all the trimmings and thing. Okay, but there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. So this morning we sharing some solid stuff with you, some solid principles where you need to really listen this again, go back into it, all right, with your pen, your paper, and see how you can apply to your life. It's really, really awesome. All right, really, really awesome. So let me run through the activity again in the revision step. Okay. Ask tough questions. You ask yourself these questions. Ask tough questions. What are you really trying to accomplish? Okay. What are you really trying to accomplish in solving the problem? Okay. Are you going to allow this problem would cause you to stop, to pack up and say it's too hard? Okay, that's true. This is where this is where the box mentality stop people. Yeah. All right. This is why when you face with a problem and you have a box mentality, it causes you to stick and it causes you to stop. Not understanding that the problem there is going to bring out creativity in you. You have to solve this problem. It's part of helping you develop. It's part of helping you grow. It's part of it. What problem are you faced with? I want you to answer this question. What problems were created in your business? What problems you face in your life that cause you to stop, cause you to pack up, cause you to take a detour? Yeah. There are a lot of people who, Keeshon said, there are a lot of people who take detours on the road to their destiny because of a problem. Sure. Okay? A lot of people take deals and towards their destiny because of a problem.
Yeah, that is very, very familiar.
Come on. A lot of people got distracted with a problem on the way to their destiny. Let me run it to you again. Destiny, deals, distraction, detours. Don't think I don't know what I'm saying. I'm telling you. You see it happening in life. Okay? You're going towards your design destiny. That's what your design destiny, and you go in there, you're excited about the business, you're excited. And then up comes a problem. Okay? And this problem now was designed, it have different design. Either you could make a detour, you could get distracted. And a lot of folks
take a deal.
Or you take a deal. Oh, that's part of it too. That's part of it. You take a deal. You say, on the road towards my destiny, listen, on the road towards my destiny, somebody offered me a deal.
Yeah.
And the deal looked delicious, delighting, but it was deadly. It was detrimental. It put me in debt.
Yeah.
Listen, I know we having fun here, but what I'm telling you, listen to what I'm sharing with you. All right, somebody you're facing the same stuff here. Be careful of the deals that you are offered on your way towards your destiny. Deals that can be a distraction, it can be deadly.
Yeah.
All right, and you're stuck. If you're faced with a problem, you are a problem solver. Okay? Your next level. Whether it's business, whatever it is. So, revision, let me run through this again and as we bring it to a close now. All right, revision activity, ask tough questions. Right? What are you really trying to accomplish? That's one. All right. What other assumptions have recently surfaced in the problem solving process? And then what would the desired outcome look like? If I solve this problem, what will the desired outcome look like? Think about it. All right, think about it. I think we're gonna stop here. All right. We're gonna continue here next week again. The next part of this, Wednesday, right? Narrow your 10 more possibilities list, the only 3 and the best suited for your skills. So folks, these are principles that we embedded in courses. All right. If you're looking for a mentor, you're looking for a coach, all right, you want to restructure your whole personal life, get in contact with us.
Touch base.
Yes, touch base. Yeah. All right, the information is to the bottom of the screen there running. All right, contact us, let us know, hey, set up a meeting to help you restructure, because I believe that you are designed and destined for greatness. Okay, but your personal growth is critical. Working on yourself is critical. Any last word, Keeshon?
Don't take any deals on your way to your destination.
Woo! Somebody crying out. Somebody asks, how can I get back? How can I get back? Ooh, Wendy, Sample, how are you? Somebody crying because they took a deal. But don't listen to me. That's why we are here. That's why, so we can help you reroute. All right, somebody you have to reroute and get back on your track towards your destiny, because you have so much to offer. Don't make a deal or detour your destiny. Thank you, Gardner. All right, so folks, we thank you for those of you who took the time. Remember, it's 1 hour, it's 7 o'clock with the morning breakfast brew. All right, I'm glad for those of you who are on. One thing, just do me one thing. Share the live, all right, before you log out, just share it. Remember, those of you who don't want to be on the Facebook, we are also on YouTube, Minding My Business. Check it out there, and you can take it in. Come back up and look at the last time I was talking to a mentee, a good friend, and sharing some stuff, and it's so amazing how when you sit with these right on here, on I think on FaceTime or something,
right,
just sharing some principles on restructuring our life, setting goals and things. And imagine this. So I asked the question. I asked how much money you want to make by December.
Yeah.
And they couldn't answer.
Cheers.
Yeah. There are a lot of folks, I'm telling you, that they're just living. All right. How much money you want to make? And they never thought about that. Like, oh wow. So I need to know how much money I want by December.
Yeah.
That's one of the questions Bob used to ask, and he's teacher. Yeah, you got to be specific. You got to know. And you see, he said the reason why he asked that question is that so he can know your paradigm, where your paradigm is. Yeah. Not that you want to know the figure, but you want to know. So you say, how much money you want to make at the end of the year? Well, I just want to get by. I was 120.
Yeah.
It reveals the level where your paradigm is. All right.
Money is a unit of account, so you can tell.
Yeah. So that's the gauge.
Yeah.
Okay, because remember with Bob, I mean, money and thing figure, that was no problem.
Sure.
No. The principles work so much for those guys that was no problem. Any amount of figure, no matter what it is, he could get it manifest. He could get it manifested. Yeah. All right. And he had a track record. So, folks, we want to stop here. Thank for those of you who are coming on. Victoria says, all right. Katrine, hey, better. Thanks for being on this morning. Well, just share your takeaway. All right, before you log off, just share your takeaway. What was your takeaway this morning? All right. What was your takeaway this morning? What stood out? What jumped out for you? Okay. Go back and listen to this again. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. So, folks, we are out. You all take care. We're going to be back here on Wednesday. Same place, same time for the morning breakfast brew. All right. And remember the book. All right. Ready. Right. So let me know. All right. Take care.
Peace.